solve large, intractable problems.
It's a new venture altogether.
Your brain is a wild horse there.
Because remember, writing is not a team sport.
You are not selling horse carriages when there are cars.
I want to be known only as the trusted advisor.
More like a tourist.
Play to Potential podcast.
And back to your journey, Sudhir, we spoke about this some time back as well. You've been in HUL for 2 decades. And when we did the inventory from our batch, maybe you and a couple of others have been in the same institution for that long, and all the others have moved on. How have you thought about staying on in HUL? I'm sure there were moments in time where you got those calls about opportunities elsewhere. Give us a sense of, what is it about institutions like HUL which give you an opportunity to pursue a 20-year career and beyond? And also tell us a little bit about how you've thought about some of those moments in time where you could have possibly branched off.
I think HUL is among the few organizations that do tend to have a lot of people staying on for a lot of time. And if a lot of people stay on for a lot of time, notwithstanding some of the daily sort of irritations with every job, it means broadly you're happy. I mean, that's broad. I think HUL does a few things right. I think it has excellent HR processes, I would say. It has excellent training processes early on in your career, and it has excellent career management and career development wherein you're learning throughout. So you're kind of constantly building on yourself. And I think that's one of the reasons that this really strong, and there are some, one can say that, careers are structured, it's a bit slower, et cetera, et cetera. But broadly, I would say this HR system, when you take a step back, is outstanding. As a consequence of this HR system, I think there's a lot of camaraderie among the people. So you kind of work with friends, so you enjoy coming to work. There is also a lot of very bright people here, so that is also something you like. And there are shared experiences, early experiences in HUL. One of the differentiating factors in HUL versus any company in the world, actually, there are very few which give such a tough early experience when you're just a sort of greenhorn out of a business school and you think you know it all. And those shared experiences also kind of form a bonding. And I suspect finally the values of the company are of very, very high quality. So you go to sleep feeling good about yourself. I guess these are in general terms, these are the reason why it's not just me. It's a lot of people who last for long periods of time. There haven't been that many moments where I've thought about leaving. Once or twice I have. And I guess the reason that I've never left is they were always rational reasons to leave, never emotional reasons to leave. So emotionally, I was always happy and fulfilled and so on and so forth. Somebody might have come with a salary which was higher or a job which seemed like a higher status, et cetera, et cetera. So the rational mind works, but it's again going back to a decision. The heart and the mind have to sync, and for me anyway, they haven't been in sync yet.
And the other reason I ask is, in an organization as large as HUL, sometimes you could get opportunities where it's a smaller company, but it's a CEO role, and leaders sometimes struggle to think about, business head in a large company versus the company head of a smaller company. So how do you think about that?
DJ, again, to be honest, it's a slightly rational question, right? Which is, I guess you just have to feel it at some point. You got to feel at some point that, this game is up here, or you got to move on. And it need not be for a CEO of a smaller company. It could well be for a business head of a big company. So I just feel that that has to click. And maybe, in conversation with you in the past as well, transition moments, they have to work here and they have to click.